Look at human society, and you see division, noise, and friction. But zoom out past the atmosphere, and that chaos disappears. The physical cosmos operates in perfect, unimpeded orbital harmony. This contrast is the starting premise of Surah 64, At-Taghabun. The text opens by declaring that the entire universe operates under a single system of total, flawless governance, a structural constant it calls mulk. For a system to govern flawlessly, it needs absolute data awareness. This diagram illustrates that exact concept, showing environmental data alongside internal mental states flowing seamlessly into a central node. The system perfectly tracks everything entering the Earth and everything hidden within the mind. When an operating system captures every single input, nothing goes unnoticed. Human actions are recorded as inescapable data points within a flawless macro system. Within this tightly tracked system, humanity introduces a unique variable: volition. We have the capacity to choose our actions. This flowchart maps out the process. A single input stream of human volition enters the system and splits humanity into two distinct operational outputs based on how they process reality. One path integrates smoothly into the larger grid, while the other creates a stark blockage. The text defines the first state as the mu'min. These are individuals who actively verify the data around them, aligning actions with universal reality. The second state is the kafir. Often read as a passive religious label, the text treats it as an active, structural choice. To be a kafir in this framework is to purposefully cover up and conceal evident truth. Because the system tracks the functions we perform rather than the beliefs we profess, this split is a direct operational output. The universe is built to run on verified reality. Choosing to conceal that reality introduces an unsustainable glitch into the network, a glitch the system will inevitably resolve. Faster, more urgentum. To see how that resolution happens, the text points to historical data. Prior civilizations received standing, clear evidence, demonstrable facts termed bayina. Instead of using that evidence to align their societies, these historical groups systematically chose the concealment response. They actively chose to ignore the standing data. This line graph plots time against systemic stability. It wasn't arbitrary punishment that brought them down. Right at the moment a concealment data point registers at scale, we see a sharp vertical structural collapse driven by unyielding laws of cause and effect. We see this historical pattern repeat across different eras and geographies. The universe's operational laws process human concealment with absolute consistency. Historical collapse functions as the predictable output of attempting to operate outside the system's established parameters. Slowing down, a moment of wonder. This brings us to the naming verse of the surah itself, At-Taghabun. The word translates to the mutual exposure of loss and gain. The text treats this exposure as a perpetually active state. Because the system possesses perfect data awareness, the transition from hidden to manifest is a constant process within the network. This graphic centers on the Arabic root kfr, the exact word for human concealment, covering up reality. Watch the text flip this root. For those aligned with the system, the same root describes how the system covers over and protects their past misalignments. At-Taghabun operates as the ultimate cosmic audit. Hidden deficits are exposed as loss, while aligned efforts are permanently secured. It is easy to look at cosmic laws and historical audits and feel entirely disconnected from them. But the text aggressively shifts the scale. It introduces the concept of fitna, classically referring to the process of smelting gold to separate out impurities. It acts as a refining test, or a point of systemic friction. The text explicitly identifies where this friction occurs. It points directly to our closest biological ties, spouses and children, and our material wealth. These intimate relationships and resources demand our time and energy. If mismanaged, they act as vectors of distraction, slowly pulling an individual out of cosmic alignment. The ultimate test of universal alignment happens in how you manage the friction in your own living room. The text demands a precise operational response to this daily friction. You must maintain compliance with the system to the absolute best of your physical capacity. This cyclical flowchart demonstrates the final operational directive, infaq, It shows resources flowing continuously from an individual node outward into the broader system network, preventing any buildup or blockage. This continuous outward spending is structurally required. It combats internal stinginess, a self-protective hoarding that the text frames as a fatal systemic blockage. The exact unyielding laws that govern the perfect orbits of planets dictate how we must manage our personal finances and domestic relationships. Universal alignment manifests through structural submission. It is a condition proven by the tangible material actions of daily life.